just joined. I also came to know her ability in this induction program by listening her shairis every session, and she has good collection of such motivational shairis. So it is a kind of the talent is a part of our institute. Vincent sir introduction will be given. I am very much fascinating by his wisdom and especially for the connection with the students. Since many years, he is being mentoring the students at Nirma, and the choice of the institute like Nirma for making their students to get ready for the new journey that call a professional career. I'm aware of Vincent sir role and their contribution at a great extent. Your students will meet maybe in the last session also if Professor Trivedi sir has arranged that kind of the closing uh, day of the induction program. Was at GTU as sir said and had been with talking some senior authorities. And while talking to all other our institute heads and colleagues and friends of other institute, I take this opportunity that the way we have conducted this induction program, the way it is being designed, and the way we have decided to organize this, it is just because of your full participation. This is the period only after many struggleful days of your standard 12, and each example of physics or maths or theory of chemistry, you must be worried about कि अभी एग्जाम में कैसे लिखेंगे उसको. अब this is not going to ask you in the exam. એટલે કેટલું સારું લાગે કે ભાઈ આની કોઈ પરીક્ષા જ નહીં, 15 દિવસ આપણે ભણ્યા 3 અઠવાડિયા, એની કોઈ એક્ઝામ નથી, but this will pass your examination, take it for sure. ઘણા બધા મારા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ એનરોલ્ડ જે છે એ they are waiting for the rounds and they are under the confusion કે જવું કે ના જવું. તમે બધા પાર્ટિસિપેટ કર્યું અને એનાથી નુકસાન તો કશું જ નથી થયું. રાધર you are highly benefited. That time will come and you will realize that in the morning you have seen that what was the kind of journey of one engineering students. One my engineering student, he's a partner with US top construction structural engineering company. જ્યારે પેલું 27/11 કે જે થયું ને plane fight, he was at the ground level and he called me કે sir plane fight થયું છે હું તમને, he was sitting on 83 third floor. So he's from ordinary મોડાસા institute, our government college. ત્યાંથી જર્ની કરીને ત્યાં પાર્ટનર સુધી પહોંચાય કોઈ યુએસ કંપનીમાં. He is only Indian, he is only Gujarati, and he is only having GC background. Ample such examples we are carrying. So our mind is packed up with so many thoughts. It is a kind of individual LLM. So તમારી માટે how it can best come to you. That is my role as a head of our institute. તમારી માટે what I can do that can definitely make you your career a strong uh, uh, as per your and your family's wish. So probably this is the last expert or invited session, and I am sure you will going to not only enjoy but take away the best part of sir what he has developed. સર એક બુક મને આપી છે કે યુ સર્ક્યુલેટ ઇટ વિથ યોર લાઇબ્રેરી એન્ડ among the students. એમની પોતાની લખેલી બુક છે. That also I will share that you through library and if sir permit then through PDF. Thank you, and again sir we welcome you at the VGEC. Most welcome. Yes sir, thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful welcome speech. Your kind words have beautifully initiated today's event and made everyone feel truly included.
Now it's time to dive deeper. This session is led by the insightful Vincent Victor Vaz, a trained psychotherapist with expertise in various counseling approaches and a blend of Indian and Western practice. He has guided youth in personality development, leadership, and communication. And he is also the author of two books on effective communication.
Not only that, but he's actively involved in training youth in personality development, leadership skill, and group dynamics to enhance communication and become an effective team player and future leaders.
Now let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Am I visible? हाँ, आज आज की मेरी पहली भूल नहीं है. Normally, people who come here to speak, they test their mic and ask, "Am I audible? Yes or no?" But I asked, "Am I visible?" Because it is very important to see me while you listen to me. Because only when you see me will you understand what I am saying. And when you understand what I am saying by seeing me, something within you is bound to happen. And that is my agenda for the next 1.5 hours. This is not a lecture. It's not going to be a one side story. मैं बहुत कुछ इकट्ठा करके लाया हूँ आपको देने के लिए, ये नहीं है. I'm going to remove data from you by asking you constantly, is it happening with you? And making you aware of the tremendous amount of confidence that you have brought to this hall. If you are thinking that I will give you a big lecture on confidence building and at the end of it you will learn a lot of things and you will get a lot of confidence, no. You will only become aware of all the confidence that you have come here with, but you are not aware of. My agenda for the next 90 minutes is going to be just this, to make you aware of the richness you carry within you. Begin with, I want to first express my word of gratitude to Vishwakarma Government Engineering College and especially to Dr. Purani and Dr. Trivedi for having invited me here. I love being with students of this age and I am very happy to be here this afternoon. I also want to express my gratitude to the two anchors who so elaborately gave my introduction. So many big words they used. I don't expect any one of you to remember everything that they have said about me. So don't worry. But I have this need to tell you, I felt very nice. अच्छा लगा. इतनी सारी चीजें मेरे बारे में बोला हुआ. ये मेरा अच्छा लगना जायज है ना? जायज है ना? True, because सच बोला है. गलत बोला होता तो शायद उतना अच्छा नहीं लगता. सच बोला है. And the second thing is because it has been told in front of so many strange but young, smart, beautiful boys and girls. It makes a difference, no? I have made this statement not just to make you laugh. Ichha lagna is going to be the central theme of my presentation this afternoon. Because Acha Lagna is the sure proof of your self-confidence. I have not come across a single person who says he is confident and has a very long face and walks like this. नहीं मिला है कोई. अगर इंसान सचमुच अपने आप से खुश है, there is no doubt he has confidence. But feeling nice about what we are and not about what we have, because what we have is not even ours. आज शास्त्र tell us, आज हमारे पास जो है कल किसी और का था, परसों किसी और का हो जाएगा. हम क्या लेकर आए थे जो हमें वापस ले जाना है? Nothing is ours. We are just trustees of all that we have, but all that we are is a charming part of us which is given to us as a gift by the Creator. And what we do with it is going to be our return gift to the one who's created us. But to be able to give it back, we need to know ourselves first, isn't it? Only then we can give our rich self, because God doesn't want people with long faces in heaven. God wants young, charming people in heaven. And that's what He has created us to be. So let's become aware of it. I will make a general statement first before I begin, so that today's session is in perspective. Otherwise, many will think, अरे यार हम तो इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ने वाले हैं, ये कॉन्फिडेंस का लेक्चर क्यों, और लास्ट डे पे क्यों, और खाना खाने के बाद, लंच ब्रेक के बाद क्यों, शायद पूछते होंगे, isn't it? The general statement I want to make is, listen very carefully. Whatever you become in life, whether you become an engineer or a scientist or a CEO of Microsoft or a managing director of Larsen and Toubro, your success will depend. After all your investment of time, money, and energy, in the end, it will depend only on the amount of self confidence. Something within you that tells you, go ahead, you will succeed. Something that tells you from your entire being, go ahead, you will succeed. That is self confidence, and that's what I'm going to touch upon today. Do you agree with this statement? Then we are here in the right place at the right time. Let me continue. First question. How many of you think you have a lot of self confidence? Put your hands up. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Down, down, down. Very good, very good. I'm in the right place. Because I'm going to relate with a lot of people who have got self confidence. Second question. How many of you think you have no confidence? Put your hands up. Nobody. See, total nahi hua. I'm supposed to ask the third question. But before I ask the third question, let me tell you, even if you have put up your hand the first time or the second time, you can put your hand up again. No problem. Fine. How many of you don't know whether you have self-confidence or no? Put your hands up. Excellent. Excellent. Very honest. And this session is meant only for you. The reason is, at least those who put their hands up the first time knew what self-confidence is. That's why they put their hands up. Isn't it? But I am not sure whether they know what self-confidence is. And I'll give you my reason for this statement. The reason is, कई बार ऐसा हुआ है in your own life, tell me if I'm wrong, that you thought you had a lot of confidence, but one fine day you need your confidence and it is not there. Why कि नहीं हुआ है? हुआ है ना? Or sometimes you think that you have no confidence, and one fine day you will do such a brave thing and you say to yourself, मुझे मालूम नहीं था मेरे पास इतना confidence है. Yes or no? Why नहीं हुआ है? हुआ है. क्यों हुआ? इसलिए कि हम जिस चीज को कॉन्फिडेंस समझते थे वो कुछ और ही निकला. Yes or no? So the kind of concept we carry in our minds about confidence may not be the right concept. So let us look at what self-confidence is first. First part. Second part, where it is. Third part, how do we experience it? Is it fine? So today's session will be divided into three parts. First part, what self-confidence is. Very humbly, I can tell you, I learned my first lessons in self-confidence from a group of migratory birds. You have heard of migratory birds, no? They fly thousands of kilometers and come here to Nal Sarovar, Thol during the winter, and they spend their time here. And when the climate doesn't suit them, they start again from here, again back to the same place or to another place where the climate suits them. Now, all our management gurus, our parents, our teachers, they tell us that when you are about to begin a journey, you must take stock. If you are going by your own vehicle, you have to make sure there is enough petrol, diesel, gas, whatever it is. If it is a long journey, you have to make sure that there is enough food, water. If it is to an unknown place, to make sure your hotel booking is done. नहीं तो garden में road पे सोना पड़ेगा. Yes or no? All these things, wise and intelligent people, we do it. Now look at these birds. When the time comes for them to move from one place to another, do the elders get together and have a board meeting and decide what is the size of my stomach and how much grain it can hold and how many days it can last? Do they do that? What is the size of my wings and how many times I must flap to cover so many kilometers? Do they do that? And how many kilometers I must cover up in each day so that I can cover up n number of kilometers? Do they do that? All that they do when the time comes for them to move from one place to another is spread their wings and most of them reach. Yes or no? Now, if I ask you a simple question, why do you think these birds are able to do it? Your simple KG class answer will be because they have, if we believe that they can do it because they have confidence, they teach us two very simple lessons of confidence. First lesson is कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए इंटेलिजेंस की जरूरत नहीं है. So many people, all of you must be feeling very nice and happy, no? I don't mean to say that you are not intelligent, you are. लेकिन कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए जरूरी नहीं है. It is not because I am saying. We have n number of examples in history of people who were not intelligent, but the amount of confidence they had. Simple example is the number of people who fought for our independence with Mahatma Gandhi. Most of them were illiterate, gawar, farmers, but the confidence they had, इनकलाब. बस इतना धीरे से उनके पास कई ज्यादा था confidence. This is only one example, and there are a number of examples. So first lesson is, for confidence you don't need to be intelligent. So all those among you here who think कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए मुझे 90% मिलना चाहिए, फर्स्ट रैंक मिलना चाहिए, थर्ड रैंक मिलना चाहिए, टेक इट फ्रॉम मी. इफ यू गेट अ जीरो इन ऑल सब्जेक्ट यू आर स्टिल highly eligible to have self confidence. Yes or no? First lesson. Second lesson is confidence is always of the self. It does not depend on anything. It does not depend on any person. I have heard a lot of people who tell me, I have a lot of confidence to do my work if I have the right books and the right tools and the right teachers and the right atmosphere and the right etc etc etc. Only then I succeed. The fact is, आज हमारे पास जो कुछ भी है, and as the world progresses, we will get many more things which will felicitate or facilitate our work to make it easier, simpler, faster. But who has to do the work? And from where do we get the energy? I'm going to use this word energy several times during my session because that is what gives us our confidence. The energy within us. From where do we get the energy to do our work? From those things. So confidence is always of the self. I've heard a lot of people telling me about people. મારા પરીક્ષામાં સરસ ટકા આવ્યા કારણ કે મારા પપ્પાએ મને બહુ કોન્ફિડન્સ આપ્યું, મારા મમ્મીએ મને બહુ કોન્ફિડન્સ આપ્યું, મારા ટીચરે મને બહુ કોન્ફિડન્સ આપ્યું. All that these well-meaning and well-intentioned people can give us is their time, their help, their guidance, their direction. But who has to do the work? And from where do we get the energy to do the work? From those people. પરીક્ષામાં સરસ ટકા લાવવા હોય તો પરીક્ષા તો આપણે જ આપવી પડે. Yes or no? So confidence does not come from anything. It does not come from any person. It has to be from within always. Another false belief we carry about confidence is we think it is a belief in oneself. Belief, manna. Suppose I stand like this and tell you I am Shah Rukh Khan. Will you believe? That is the answer. कोई हिसाब से नहीं. Yes or no? You won't believe. Why? I am telling you, experts so highly introduced by people. I am telling you I am Shah Rukh Khan. Still you will not believe? Why? Simple KG class का आंसर चाहिए. Loud, loud. Because we have seen Shah Rukh Khan, if not personally, in books, papers, magazines, movies, whatever. And this gentleman, however smart he may look, doesn't look like Shah Rukh Khan. If I tell you there are dogs barking outside, will you believe? Will you believe? Why? मैं कहता हूँ यार. Because only because you don't see them. We can't even hear them. And that brings us to our basic psychological law. Human beings believe in only what we see and what we hear and nothing else, even if our best friend tells us. Yes or no? Will you believe anything that your best friend tells you? We believe in what we see and what we hear only. Is confidence something that you can see or hear? Bhavajak Sangya, abstract noun, you cannot see it, you cannot touch it, you cannot hear it. So can you base your confidence on that, which you cannot see, you cannot hear? So self-confidence is not a belief in oneself. But yes, we do see something. We see the outcome of our efforts. Yes or no? Result तो दिखता है ना हमारी मेहनत का. And there again another false belief. Many people think that every time I succeed, I get a lot of confidence. And every time I fail, the amount of confidence that I have, that also goes away. Yes or no? Why कि नहीं हुआ हो तुम्हारे साथ? Yes or no? So it is true, isn't it? No! Confidence has nothing to do with the outcome of your efforts. But it has got everything to do with the amount of energy you are willing to invest in yourself now. I'm not even saying today. Right now. The amount of energy you are willing to invest in yourself. This also I learned from migratory birds. You know, among the migratory birds, there are three categories. One category is the young, strong ones, strong bones, big wings, and they can fly a number of kilometers without a break. There is a second category. Which one is? Second category. Simple. KG class answer. Young मैंने बोल दिया है तो दूसरा कौन सा हो सकता है? हाँ बोलो ना. Are you afraid of your correct answers? मैं तो KG class के सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ. Let us start from there. If I ask you your name, shout out, my name is Vincent Vaz. शर्म काय की उसमें? Unless I doubt whether it is really Vincent Vaz or no. This is an opportunity for you. All your answers are correct answers. Shout them out loud as you can. Experience the amount of confidence you have यार, नहीं तो मिलने के बाद भी पता नहीं चलेगा कि है. There are three categories. I said the young ones, the second one is the old ones. They also take off and some of them reach. There's a third category. Just born, अभी तो wings भी develop नहीं हुए हैं. But you will agree with me if you have seen Animal Planet, Net Geo Wild. When the time comes for these birds to move from one place to another, all of them start. Yes or no? The young ones, they start, they are 10 feet, 20 feet up in the air and half the way they are already there. The old ones, they also start and struggle and some of them reach. The just born ones, they know that their wings are not developed and still they take off and they fall and they die. Does it mean that the birds of the second category and the third category did not have confidence? They had. That is why they started. आप कोई भी परसेंटेज लेके यहाँ आए होंगे इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ने के लिए. The amount of energy you decide to invest in yourself today, now, will decide your outcome. हार मत मान लो outcome देखने के बाद भी. Because your confidence does not depend on the outcome, but it depends on the amount of energy you are willing to invest now and at every other moment. Another wrong belief we carry about ourselves is we think that self-confidence is a trust in oneself. Trust, भरोसा. We think that आज तक तू किया है तो आइंदा भी होता रहेगा. मैं कर सकूंगा, कर सकूंगी. I will give you a statement which is very scary. There is absolutely nothing in this world that can be trusted. Dangerous. मुझे भी डर लगता था ये स्टेटमेंट करने, इसलिए मैंने प्राइमरी स्कूल साइंस का सहारा लिया. Primary school science. And I'm putting this across to you. Not even the greatest scientist, you all have come from the science stream, no? So you will know this. Not even the greatest scientist will tell you that 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen makes water always. Yes or no? Yes? Does it make water or no? Does it make water or no? Of course it makes water. लेकिन साइंटिस्ट नहीं बोलेंगे क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने एक शब्द एक्स्ट्रा यूज किया मेरे सवाल में. Always. Does it become water always? No. You will remember that when you studied science, all the laws of science in the 5th, 6th, 7th standard, all the laws came with one small statement. बोल सकते हो क्या statement था? Yes, loud enough. हाथ ऊपर करो खाली. Who said it? Yes, there are exceptions. Another thing. What else? One is exceptions. Very good. कौन बोला? हाथ ऊपर. Yes, conditions. Anything else? I will give you a statement. Huh? Limitations. Okay. Conditions, limitations, similar. Yes. Surroundings, environment, right temperature and right pressure, isn't it? Surrounding environment. Anything else? Assumptions and presumptions. Yes. Anything else? That's an ideal, non-ideal situations under laboratory circumstances. I'll give you a statement which is printed in the science book of the 5th standard Gujarat board. I'm sure all of you have read it, but forgotten. Other things being constant. Yes or no? Is there anything constant in the world? Everything changes. Everything that has life changes. And everything that changes by itself only has life. Are you all alive? Sure? Sure? It means you also undergo change at every moment. Then can you base your self-confidence in something that keeps changing all the time? Can you? No? Because it will keep changing. It will never happen again. We know that things we will change. So we cannot put our self-confidence in that. And yet, we do certain things over and over and over again, especially students, no? They will do the same sum 199 times to make sure that the 200th time it is asked in the examination, they will get correct and get full marks. But you cannot be sure. After getting it correct at home 199 times, the 200th time that it is asked in the examination, maybe that day you are not feeling well, maybe your eyesight is become weak, maybe you miss the bus, maybe the paper is written in another language, maybe the numbers are different, or maybe there is an earthquake and the building collapses. There is no guarantee that the 200th time it will be asked, you will get it right. Yes or no? Other things don't remain constant. Let me go to the opposite side. Even if you get it correct, the 200th time, it will be only one sum. Yes or no? And how many sums can you do 199 times? Will you be able to cover up all the sums in the book? Never. And even if you succeed doing that, your confidence does not depend on it. Because we will still be limited to only sums. और दुनिया में तो बहुत सारी और चीजें हैं करने जैसी, सिर्फ सम्स कैलकुलेट करना नहीं है. Yes or no? So self-confidence is not even a trust in ourselves. What is it? It is a faith in ourselves. Shraddha. I'm scared to make this statement again. Because Shraddha जब बोलते हैं तो भगवान का attachment हो जाता है. Yes or no? Because we believe in something without any proof. Today, before this session ends, I'm going to give you enough proof from simple logic, from KG class, and from primary school science to convince you that what we believe is real. So if I make any statement, any funda, don't let me get out of the class unless you get proof for it. Okay? मैं भाग जाऊंगा. हर चीज के लिए प्रूफ मांगना पड़ेगा, and only when you are convinced of it, put it in your bag, otherwise throw it out as garbage. So we now know the concept of self-confidence. What confidence is? It is a shraddha, a belief in ourselves without any proof. But you will get today proof also before this session ends. Second part, where is it? I will begin the second part by asking another very simple question. किन लोगों के पास बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस होता है? किन लोगों के पास? What category, what kind of people have a lot of confidence? Don't tell me Narendra Modi, Amitabh Bachchan. They are not category, they are names. Specialists in what? Specialists in ignoring people and their opinions. How will you find them? People who have experience. How will you find them? Keep it simple. Keep it KG class. No. कहाँ ढूंढोगे? Mention that. Yes, I can buy. I made it so simple for you by saying Narendra Modi, Amitabh Bachchan. At least tell me politicians, yaar. Yes or no? Second category. Amitabh Bachchan बोला है तो category तो बोलो. Actors, heroes, heroines. Okay, now more. Now it is easier. More. Lawyers. Huh? Entrepreneurs. Motivational speakers. Comedians. They need a lot of confidence. Yes, I buy that. Yeah? Mass media के पास confidence क्या होता है? It is non-existing. Huh? Journalist, yes, I buy that because there's a category. Reporters. Arey, when we talk about confidence, we talk about something like this, no? Police, businessmen, army brigadiers, colonels, air force personnel, in the business world, managers, managing directors, CEOs, in the educational world, directors, principals, professors. Yes or no? So many examples. We have grown up with this image of people with a lot of confidence. Yes or no? But we may not be true. We may not be right. These people have a very strong exterior because they have to get work done. But if you meet them personally and talk about their personal lives, a majority of them are very soft from inside. I have worked with people in my personal growth labs, general managers, CEOs, managing directors. They weep like 6-month-old babies. They feel so insecure. They feel so fragile. So all these categories that we have managed, we have mentioned and grown up with may not be true. But there is one category universally known as people who have unlimited potential, unlimited confidence. Can you tell who they are? How big? How big children? My sharp question. Huh? 5 to 10 years old. एक जवाब देता है, उसका जवाब वो दूसरा देता है. 5 to 10 years old. Done. Any other? Toddlers, how many years old? 2 to 3 years old. Huh? कितना उम्र बोलो? 12 साल. So that is a sharp answer. Don't generalize because I don't understand. Just born babies. Just, and this is a documented thing. ये मेरा नहीं है. मैंने भी पढ़ा है. लेकिन मैं भी खड्डूस हूँ. I don't believe in anything that I read and anything that however the great scientists may say. I searched for my own proofs and I found. Look at a child. What is its IQ? वो migratory birds है ना, उससे भी कम. Yes or no? Intelligence. ब्रेन ही डेवलप नहीं हुआ है तो इंटेलिजेंस का तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता है. Ego, zero. Doesn't have to convince anybody of anything. Je chu achu thai kari lejo. Yes or no? See the amount of guts this small, just born child has. Today, for sake of time, I cannot dwell more. I would have dwelt about the development of a child from the time it is born to till 7 years old. How all these things are learned. Maybe some other time. This child has got tremendous confidence, self-confidence. All of you were born? Sure? आपको किसी ने स्टॉक से तो नहीं लाया ना? Sure? Yes? Almost give yourself a pat. Eligible for self-confidence. But the next question will be, तो कहाँ चला गया? Born हुए थे तब था unlimited, तो अब कहाँ चला गया? Let us look at ourselves, about the lives that we have lived. There are 4 things we did because of which we lost our confidence. I call them the 4 Ds, very easy to remember, but I am also going to circulate the synopsis through Professor, so don't worry about that. To keep it simple, 4 Ds. First D, we have diluted our potential. Dilute का मतलब तो मालूम है, साइंस के सॉल्यूशन चैप्टर में से आता है, when the solvent is more, the effect of the solute is less. What have we done to our lives? If 1% appreciates us and 99 criticize us, what do we say about that 1% who has appreciated? We put it under the carpet and say, नहीं, मेरी इतनी सारे लोगों ने बुराई की, मैं कितना बुरा आदमी. Yes or no? We go through this world as बुरे इंसान. We dilute our potential. छुपा देते हैं उसको. इतना सारा criticism है, उसको हम recognize नहीं करते. The day you recognize your 1 point of appreciation, 1 will become 2, 2 will become 20, 20 will become 2000, and it will be unlimited. And a day will come when the weight of that burden which you are carrying, you will not even recognize, you will not even feel the criticism. And when you reach that stage, you will realize 99% of the criticisms that you collected were not even true. Many people who criticize us out of jealousy, out of their own agenda. They may not even be telling you the truth. But we dilute it. पूरे दिन में अगर 10 लोगों ने प्रशंसा की है और by the time you go home somebody tells you कैसा शर्ट पहना है, भूखे भी नहीं लाया, वो रात को घर जाने के बाद लाइट ऑफ करके सोने को जाएगा, तब उसको जितना एप्रिसिएशन वो याद नहीं आएगा. मेरे शर्ट के बारे में उसने क्रिटिसाइज क्यों किया, कल देखता हूँ उसको सबके सामने नीलाम कर दूंगा. यस और नो? रात बिगड़ जाएगी, नींद बिगड़ जाएगी, हासिल क्या होगा? कुछ भी नहीं. But this is something that we have developed. We have learned from our childhood to buy a bag, a strong bag. And in that bag, we put all the kuda, kachra, criticism that people give us, and we carry it through life. I dropped my bag some 30, 40 years back when I realized it. And I'm offering this to all of you. If you have your bag, throw it out right here in this seminar hall before you leave. Go and buy a new bag, equally strong or maybe stronger than this, and collect only your appreciation. Because the energy you require for your self-confidence will come only from the appreciations, will not come from the criticism. So dump kar do. Run the risk of sahi criticism ko bhi dump kar do. To start with, concentrate on your appreciations. And you will realize which criticisms to take and renew yourself and which ones to ignore. But don't start with that exercise to start with. Start with only collecting your appreciations. So we have diluted our potential. Second thing we have done to ourselves is we have discounted our potential. Discount का मतलब जानते हो ना? सब जानेंगे. Sale 20% discount, 40% discount. So everybody knows what discount means. Look at how we have discounted our potential. Let me see. Who among you right here, right now is willing to stand up on your seat and say, I am very proud of myself because I have 2 eyes? Anybody? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. अभी धीरे धीरे एंड में सब कुछ आ जाएगा. Put your hands down, and nothing new about it. We don't put our hands up because our normal line of thinking is सबके पास दो आंख तो होती है, मेरे पास भी दो आंख है, तो क्या दाढ़ मार ली? यस और नो? यस और नो? यस और नो? सबके पास दो आंख होती है, यस और नो? यस और नो? सबके पास दो आंख होती है, यस और नो? सबके पास दो आंख होती है, यस और नो? वी नो that there are millions of people in this world who don't have, दो तो क्या एक भी नहीं है, लेकिन हमारा लाइन ऑफ थिंकिंग इधर देखते हैं, इधर देखते हैं, उसके पास दो है, मेरे पास भी दो है, तो क्या दाढ़ मार ली? I will give you an example, very crude. I have lived this example myself, so I can share it with you. निर्मा यूनिवर्सिटी में मैनेजमेंट के इंस्टीट्यूट में एक हॉल है, कैपेसिटी 500, and it was a first year orientation, and one Swami ji from BAPS, Swami Adhyatmanand ji, he was there and he was giving his address and he said, आप लोग धन्य हो, they speak in Hindi and I love their Hindi. आप लोग धन्य हो, उसकी तीन वजह है. First, you are born in a great country like India. True, सही था. Second, because you have got admission in a prestigious institution like Nirma. Right, sahi tha. And third, because you have one father and one mother. Excellent. That day the whole auditorium was laughing and I was one of them, and Swamiji said, no, I didn't crack a joke. हम ऐसा सोचते हैं तो एक ही डैडी और एक ही मम्मी तो हो सकता है, मेरे पास भी होती है, तो क्या दाड़? Yes or no? I have met a girl in London. My wife's cousin sister runs a crash, Ghodyagar, where working parents leave their children and they go and they pick them up in the evening. I met a girl from Indian origin, an Indian origin girl who had four fathers. Not FORE. Four fathers, Baap Dada nahi. FOUR. You are still laughing. Listen carefully. One father to bring her from the home to the crash. Second father to take the child from the crash to the school. Third father from the school back to the crash, and fourth father from the crash back home, and make sure that the first father will come tomorrow. Fairy tale जैसा सुनाता है ना? Look at the experience of that child. She was just 7 years old when I met her. There are n number of children in today's world who don't know who their father is or how many they are. भी हंसी आती है, इतना डैडी और एक डैडी और एक मम्मी जो है उसकी इज्जत करना सीखो, because there are many like us who don't have that. We have discounted our potential. और मैंने तो ये दो ही examples दिए हैं, हाथ के दे सकते हैं, पैर के दे सकते हैं, and any other thing that you have, you possess, value it. I'll come to that in the next stage. Discounted. Third, we have discarded our potential. है लेकिन अभी जरूरत नहीं है. It is as good as a carpenter who says मैं अभी लकड़ी काट रहा हूँ, हथौड़ी की जरूरत नहीं है. Look at my action, very important. What happens when the wood is cut and he places it there and puts a nail there and says hithodi? Will it come? Our potential will not be available to us unless we have respected it, treasured it, and given it value. If you think you can write 5 supplementaries in 5 minutes, develop that art and skill. Because in an examination, when 5 minutes are left and you have to write 5 pages, this skill will not be available to you. You will not be able to complete and you will maybe fail. The moment you realize your potential, treasure it, respect it, put it in your bag, you never know when you need it. The fourth thing that we have done to ourselves is we have outright denied our resources, potential. मेरे पास है ही नहीं. One example. I think all of us are honest. Do you believe? हम अपने आप से तो झूठ नहीं बोलते हैं ना. प्रोफेसरों से, टीचरों से शायद झूठ बोल देते हैं, अपने आप से कभी नहीं बोलते. We are all honest people. But what happens when we sit in an examination and the supervisor goes out and everybody around you is happily copying? What do? You're right. Normal people would do this. हम भी copy करते. And we don't realize and we don't need anybody to tell us, but we tell ourselves. ऑनेस्टी तो मेरे पास है ही नहीं. कॉन्फिडेंस कहां से आएगा? जो है उसको धिक्कार दिया तो. And confidence and honesty is just one part. All other virtues, love, sacrifice, concern, help, all these things, unless you use them for yourself and for others, they will not be available to you as part of your self confidence. फिर बैठ के रोना मत कि मेरे पास कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है उसे तो अपनाया नहीं है. Yes or no? So the fourth thing we have done is we have denied outright our potential. So these are the four ways in which we have lost the confidence we were born with. But don't cry. There are four ways in which we can get it back. They are the four A's. You will find them when I send the circular. The first A, awareness. Become aware of your potential. How do you do that? Whenever you have the time, take a paper and a pencil or a pen and write down everything that you think is yours and make that list as long as you can. You can begin with your two eyes, the example that I gave, and two hands and two legs. But don't join them together, because I have a left hand one point and I have a right hand another point. Because I have a father one point and I have a mother another point. They are not the same. Each and everything has its different value. What I am here today is a large contribution to me by my father and a large contribution to me by my mother, and they are different. That is why we don't put them in one point. So you will realize that you can make your list as long as possible and it will be a valid list. Banao. Become aware of your potential because this is part of you. First aware, then accept everything that you have written down as your own. Find proofs of value. If you value your left hand, find out n number of examples where you use your left hand. बैक स्ट्रोक फ्रंट स्ट्रोक स्विमर्स यूज करते हैं, बैडमिंटन प्लेयर्स यूज करते हैं, टेनिस प्लेयर्स यूज करते हैं. लेफ्ट हैंड राइट हैंड मेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस. राइट देम डाउन एंड एक्सेप्ट. अवेयरनेस इज नॉट इनफ. इस दिमाग को कन्विंस भी करना पड़ता है कि उसमें वैल्यू है. सिर्फ है इसके लिए है नहीं है. एक्सेप्ट. थर्ड थिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू इज appreciate it. Feel nice about it. I'll give one example which I think will make everything so very crystal clear. You give gulab jamun. Gulab jamun जानते हो ना? Sweet dish. You give gulab jamun to two people, two different people. One of them will take the bowl and will look at everybody and think, लोग क्या कहेंगे? And when he finishes, you ask him, gulab jamun कैसा था? He'll say, taste अच्छा था. You give it to another person. The first thing he will do is to take the spoon and keep it on the side. Then he will put his finger. Then he'll have. Then he'll lick his finger. And at the end of it, if you ask him, gulab jamun कैसा था? He will say, अरे बढ़िया था, एक और मिलेगा क्या? What part of the body answered the question in the first case? पहले इंसान के किस part of the body ने आंसर दिया? Mind? Eyes? First man who said taste was good. Taste अच्छा था. Mouth, voice box. Now the more interesting question. What part of the body was used by the second person? देखा था उसका हाथ उसने? Agreed. Okay, मान लेता हूँ. What else? What part of the body? Face. Correct. What else? Hands. What else? The entire being. He moved two steps ahead, which you have seen. His entire being. What I am trying to say is, this second man not only tasted the gulab jamu, not only ate the gulab jamu. Yes, sir. Second last bench. He didn't only taste the gulab jamu. He didn't even only digest it. he relished it, which means every cell of his body tasted that gulab jamun. If you want your entire being to tell you you can do it, every living cell, you need to feed that to every living cell. So every point of potential that you become aware of, feel nice about it and let it radiate and reflect in your entire being, in the manner in which you laugh, in the manner in which you walk, in the manner in which you talk to people. Let everything reflect the fact that you have a great potential within you. अपनी छोटी सी इमेज लेके जाना जरूरी नहीं है. And we are not proving any point to anybody. We are just feeling nice about what we are, because that is what gives us the energy of our self confidence. So A, awareness, acceptance, appreciation, and apply. Apply, use it, deploy it for yourself and for others. For example, if you have a good handwriting, offer it to your teacher. Ma'am, shall I write on the board today? And write enough. Ma'am is in a good mood. She tells you, okay, you can write. So you get up from your bench and you come here, you pick up a chalk stick, you write on the board, keep the remaining chalk sticks there on the table, and you go back and sit down. And the professor doesn't say anything and nobody says anything. But when you go and back on your bench and you sit down and look at the board, you say, मस्त लगता है नहीं? Yes or no? ये मस्त लगना जायज है. Grab every opportunity in life you get to feel nice about what you are. That is your right. Nobody can take it away from you. I did not do anything extra. I only grabbed the opportunity of writing on the board because I knew it would make me feel nice. And when you feel nice, you see what happens. Its effect multiplies. You see the amount of people who benefited by your writing on the board, you will not realize. I repeat, grab every opportunity that makes you feel nice. If you are on the road and there's a blind man who wants to cross, hold his hand and cross. Not because you have been taught in school and college that you must help people, not because of that. When you leave him the other end of the road, see how you feel. And if you feel nice, do it again and again. Why? Because we are not doing anybody any favor. We are only grabbing an opportunity to feel nice about what we are. Yes or no? So do all the good that you can because you have the potential. And every time you would do the good that you can, you will realize you have many or much more potential than you think you have. And I'm coming to the third part from that. The third part, I finished. Like we can do four things: awareness, acceptance, appreciation, and application. So we will get our lost confidence back. Now, all of us are different people. Something that you have diluted, somebody else has discounted. Something that you have denied, you have discarded. Whatever. अलग अलग लोगों ने अलग अलग चीजें की है. But there are four basic things that knowingly or unknowingly all of us have done. I'm going to touch these four parts a little more in detail because they are important. Excuse me. The first thing is our identity. How does the Western so-called developed world define us? Man is a man is a man is a very good. Is a social animal. What else? Intelligent animal. Self-conscious animal. Okay, intelligence. उसमें I will include that. What else? Emotional animal. Yes. Have we learnt all these definitions? That is our tragedy. हमने ये definitions learn किए हैं. We have reproduced them in our exams and we have put a full stop. We have forgotten our own definition. What is our definition? The definition of the Eastern world, the so-called underdeveloped world or not developed world, and ourselves included in that, Indians. Man is Western world का definition मालूम नहीं है तो Eastern world का तो मालूम होगा ही नहीं. Generally, don't worry about it. Most of the audiences are that. So what do? I suggest 3-4. अगर आपने सुना है तो हाथ ऊपर करना. Okay? Man is a replica of God. कितने लोगों ने सुना है? So many people. Put your hands down. Man is created in the image and likeness of God, so says the Bible. कितने लोगों ने सुना है? Very good. Excellent. Put your hands down. And now the third one. Man is a temple in which God resides. कितने लोगों ने सुना है? हाथ ऊपर करो. कर दिया? कर दिया? Please say yes or no. नीचे कर दो. Why did I close my eyes? Why did I close my eyes? You said something because. Say it loud. It's your answer. What was not true? That okay. So be loud and shout. Why are you so scared? Because it was not true. One person believes it is not true. I didn't want to see. I didn't want to. I just wanted you all to put up your hands. Why I didn't want to see? That is what my question is. मैंने आंख बंद क्यों की? Because I know that all of you have heard this. If not with these ears, because this is not a definition that you need to learn or read from books or listen to people and believe. It comes to us, Indians especially, from the air that we breathe here, from the water that we drink. Our Shastras teach us this, and we experience this. But as normal people, your response is right. Because, sir, ये God वाली बात है ना, ये साधु लोगों के लिए रहती है. हम तो क्वालिफाइड पीपल है, 12th स्टैंडर्ड हाई परसेंटेज लेकर आए, इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट्स है, अंडर ग्रेजुएट. ये गॉड वाली बात हजम नहीं होती है, सर. यस और नो? वी डोंट लाइक टू पुट गॉड in our affairs. That is why, even though we had heard this, we didn't give any importance to it, because when I asked you for your definition, nobody answered. Let's accept reality and let's learn from this. Not that the Western world doesn't know, the Western world also knows that when a human being is born, it has got two aspects, the human and the divine. The human aspect makes it frail, weak, liable to make mistakes. From where does honesty, generosity, sacrifice, concern, love, affection come from? From where? It is from the divine aspect. And we give a lot of importance to that. In other words, we are not just human beings like the Western world tells us, social, emotional, intelligent, rational, animal. Just one more kind of, not even creature, prani nahi, janwar. One more kind of janwar. That is what they tell us, and we believe. We are not just one more kind of animal, we are divine creatures. We have God within us. I am using the word God very strongly. I am aware that there are so many here who do not believe in any God. Hold on, I respect your opinion, and I'll come back to you in 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. Okay, we believe that all the remaining believe that there is God within us. Yes. Again we go and discount it. We say, हाँ, there is God within us. हमारे अंदर एक आत्मा है जो परमात्मा का छोटा सा हिस्सा है. Yes or no? तो वो आत्मा कितनी छोटी होगी? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. We forget to believe that that Atma has got all the ingredients of the Paramatma. What again I am saying in very blunt words is we have got the Sakshat Bhagavan within us. Yes or no? Even then we go and discount. हाँ, yes, हमारे अंदर साक्षात भगवान है तो कहाँ है? Some say that he is here. कहाँ होता है? यहाँ होता है ना? कहाँ होता है? कहाँ होता है? यहाँ होता है? In the heart. Here, from where home comes. In a full being. In every living cell of body, the Sakshat Bhagwan is there. In other words, it means that we are Bhagwan in human form. And now coming back to all those people who don't believe in God. Science says, and I believe, that every living cell of the body is a source of, डिफाइन मत करो, सिर्फ एनर्जी मत बोलो, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एनर्जी? डिवाइन एनर्जी नहीं, साइंस डिवाइन एनर्जी यू वर्ड यूज नहीं करते. नो, अनलिमिटेड एनर्जी. तुम्हारी साइंस बुक्स खोल के देख लो. अनलिमिटेड एनर्जी. I call that unlimited energy God. And today, you will know science also tells us कि every part of a cell, human cell, हमने जब पढ़ा था, उसमें nucleus होता था, protoplasm और some क्या, protons, neutrons, etc., etc. Today they say that there is also a God particle. Yes or no? पढ़ा है नहीं पढ़ा है? What does this God particle do? It justifies the definition of a human cell, which says that it is contributive as a source of unlimited energy. सोचो, एक सेल आपके अंदर अनलिमिटेड एनर्जी वाला है. Mark the word energy, my dear, multiplied by the number of cells that are in the body, millions of them. How much energy do you have? Infinite. हाथ ऐसा करके देखो, हाथ ऐसा करके देखो. हाँ, लेट इट टच अदर पीपल, डजंट मैटर, अपना हक बनता है. इतना एनर्जी हमारे पास है. डोंट बिलीव बिकॉज आई एम सेइंग, दिस इज व्हाट साइंस सेज. द सेकंड थिंग दैट वी हैव डिस्काउंटेड is our newness. This also has come to us from the Western world. You ask a person who has completed, like me, 70 years of age, what is your age? जवाब में क्या मिलेगा? I am 70. No, I am 70 years. So what will be the answer? I am 70 years old. You ask a person who has completed 25 years, what is your age? What will be the answer? I am 25 years old. You ask a person who has completed 4 years of age, what is your age? He will say, I am 4 years old. Old. 4 साल का है लेकिन old हो गया. हमें हंसी आती है. But somehow we have learned and believed, जितना old होते हैं उतना ज्यादा intelligent होते हैं, उतना ज्यादा mature होते हैं, उतना ज्यादा strong होते हैं. Yes or no? Yes or no? कोई proof? मैंने 50 साल के ऊपर के इंसान को भी बुद्धू देखा है और 4 साल के भी इंटेलिजेंट इंसान को देखा है. There is absolutely no correlation between young and old and intelligence, maturity, strength, whatever you call it. It's just a belief. So it is not true. But let me make another statement. If I tell you you are brand new, right here, right now, will you believe? Will you believe? Yes. Anybody is saying yes? How many people saying no? Will you believe? Yes or no? No. How many no? No. But I say yes. You are brand new. Now you will say, sir, proof. Yes or no? Proof चाहिए नहीं चाहिए? नहीं दूंगा. मांगोगे नहीं तो नहीं मिलेगा. I will run away. You don't take anything that I tell you just like that. Ask for proof and I will give you. We are made of 3 parts, body, mind and spirit. Now let's go back to science, because that is the only place which is authentic. The body. Science says that with every breath that we take in, there are millions of new cells that are born. Yes or no? And with every breath that we give out, millions of cells are thrown out. It also says that in 108 days, every cell of the body gets replaced. Yes or no? So every moment of our life, our body is new. Yes or no? And with every breath, it gets renewed. Body की बात हो गई. Mind. While you are all listening to me, I can make out from your interaction with me that there are lots of thoughts going on in the mind. Every thought that goes on in your mind develops a chemical reaction which produces new thoughts. And this goes on unlimited and continuously all the time. माइंड न्यू हुआ या नहीं हुआ? माइंड न्यू हुआ नहीं हुआ? So the mind is new. Let's go to the spirit. While I am talking to you, there are lots of emotions that are going on within you. Some of you are feeling very interesting. अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत कुछ सीखने मिलता है. Some people are doubting, ये है सच बोलता है कि झूठ बोलता है, पता नहीं चलता है. Some people are saying कुछ भी बोलता है यार, लंच के बाद का सेशन है और ये कहाँ खपा रहा है और 1.5 घंटे तक चलने वाला है. You must be getting angry and irritable and uncomfortable. Yes or no? This is natural. So, aren't you different emotionally? What does the mind do? It is a monkey which jumps from one thought to another constantly all the time. And if that happens, the mind doesn't remain what it is. If it had remained what it is, it would have only one thought throughout life. And it is a psychological illness. It is called brooding. जब एक थॉट माइंड में घूमता रहता है, वो साइकोलॉजिकल न्यूरोसिस है. ब्रूडिंग बोलते हैं उसको. आपके मेरे जैसे लोग भी करते हैं, होता है. सपोज नाउ समबडी हैज सेड समथिंग टू मी, वो इतना आघात कर जाता है कि और कुछ सोचता नहीं है, बस यही थॉट मन में घूमता रहता है. इट इज कॉल्ड ब्रूडिंग. द माइंड changes. Normal person's mind changes all the time. So the body is different, the mind is different, the emotions are different. तो हम different हुए या नहीं? We are brand new right here, right now. I have one question, and you will have to answer that. Suppose a TV is made in the year 2000, and it is brought and kept here. In 2005, what will we say? It is 5. 2000 में उसको रखा है, 2005 में क्या बोलोगे? It is 5 years old, and you will be absolutely right. 2010 में क्या बोलोगे? It is 10 years old. I was born in 1955. Why can't I say I am 70 years old? मैंने जवाब ऑलरेडी तुमको दे दिया है पहले. अब सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ. Tell me. We are brand new at every moment. This product of the TV was a finished product in 2000 when it was brought here. We are a product in process. हम कभी पुराने नहीं होंगे. आप भले पुरानी है, हम कभी पुराने नहीं होंगे. We will never be old. We are brand new at every moment. And we need to be consciously aware of our newness, because if you are not, you will catch yourself saying, like people say, every Monday, अरे यार Monday, same old bus में जाना है, same old books, same old teachers teaching us the same old chapter, same old, same old, same old. If you are aware of your newness, you will find something new in all these things. The bus may be the same, but you will not get the same seat. Your seat may be the same, but your neighbor who is sitting next to you may not be the same. The teacher will be the same, but the topic she is teaching may not be the same. And everything else, you can name it and it will be new. Not because they are different, but because I am different. I am today what I was not yesterday. So I see things, I hear things, and I perceive things in a new way. And that is what adds to our newness. The moment you become conscious of your newness, you will see more things will add on to your newness. The third thing we have discounted is our uniqueness. If I ask you, are you unique? What will be your answer? Yes, all of us are unique, isn't it? Yes or no? My next question will be, so what is so unique about you? We look to the right, we look to the left, and we say, उसके पास दो आंख है, मेरे पास भी दो है. उसके पास दो हाथ है, मेरे पास तीन तो है नहीं. What is so unique about me? Hmm? Personality, fingerprints, qualities. There are infinite number of things which are different about us from anybody else in the world. No two human beings are the same. कुदरत ने करोड़ों ह्यूमन बींग्स बना दिए, लेकिन एक जैसा पूजा नहीं बनाया. मेरे जैसा दूसरा नहीं है, आपके जैसा दूसरा कोई नहीं है. This applies for every single one. There are so many characteristics, traits which make us unique, but we forget our uniqueness. We need to consciously keep ourselves upgrading about our uniqueness. I'll give you my own example. I'm here, one of the speakers, on the last day maybe of your orientation program. So many speakers have gone, and so many speakers come, and so many speakers have gone. But I know I do a lot of things which no other speaker has done. Yes or no? You can see it. I can feel it. I know that what I do, no other speaker can do. Don't I have the right to feel very proud about myself? Yes or no? My ego will feel very proud, but my being will not be very proud, because my being knows at the same time that every single speaker who came here and every single speaker who will come in future can do so many things that even if I spend the rest of my life trying to do, I will not succeed even 2%. Yes or no? Then I must feel very bad, sad about myself, no? They can do so many things which I can't do. Yes or no? Shouldn't I feel bad? Shouldn't I feel depressed? Why? My ego will feel very depressed, not by being. My being knows that I can do so many things which others cannot do, and I cannot do so many things which others can do, which only proves that I am different, I am unique. All this while we have compared ourselves with others. उसके पास उतना है, मेरे पास नहीं है. उसके पास उतना नहीं है, मेरे पास इतना है. We consider ourselves ऊपर और नीचे. Constantly we are comparing. We are living our lives. Become better human beings, better students, better daughters, better mothers, better teachers, better, better, better. क्यों? We forget that we are denying the good that we are. And the uniqueness about us is the greatest good about us. We cannot compare ourselves with anybody. There is no comparison possible. तुम एक हाथी को घोड़े के साथ compare कर सकते हो? No. They have their unique qualities. And so do I, and so do you. Believe and practice your uniqueness. And the fourth thing that we have discounted is our resourcefulness, our potential, our capacity to do things. Psychology says that we are aware, human beings are aware of only 10% of our resources. लेकिन हमने क्या किया, इसमें थोड़ा ट्विस्ट कर दिया डिस्काउंट करने के लिए. We say to ourselves, I am only 10% of what I am supposed to be. Yes or no? How do we carry ourselves? See, you can look at our faces and see what a small image of ourselves we have. I am only 10% of what I have, what I am supposed to be. भगवान ने इंसान बना के धरती पे छोड़ दिया, देवी देवता बनाया होता तो कितना अच्छा होता. Yes or no? We discount our existence as human beings. We are 100%. We are only aware of 10%. Now the wise and intelligent among you will say, हाँ ठीक है, we are 100%, लेकिन awareness तो 10% का ही है ना. और हम लोग वही यूज कर सकते हैं जिसका हम अवेयर है, तो बाकी का 90% है या नहीं, क्या फर्क? यस और नो? फर्क पड़ता है? फर्क पड़ता है? यस और नो? यस. हु इज सेइंग यस? कैन यू पुट योर हैंड अप? क्योंकि बाकी के सब लोग प्रूफ मांगेंगे. एवरीबडी सेज नो. फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, इजंट इट? नहीं पड़ता है ना? मैं कहता हूं फर्क पड़ता है. किसी ने प्रूफ नहीं मांगा. चाहिए प्रूफ? मांगो ना. नहीं दूंगा. दादागिरी नहीं है. मैं नहीं दूंगा, इसकी वजह यह है कि आई नो, and I'm checking it out with you and tell me if I'm wrong. I know that in every single person's life, there have been not one and two and 10 and 20, but n number of incidents where you have caught yourself saying, अरे मेरे को मालूम नहीं मैं ये क्या कर सकता था. Yes or no? हुआ है नहीं हुआ है? I have n number of examples of small 4-year-old child sitting on a keyboard and playing for the first time. Perfect. कभी क्लास में गया नहीं है. कहाँ से आया ये एनर्जी? है उसके पास पोटेंशियल, वो उसको मालूम भी नहीं है, लेकिन बजाया, सुना, बजाया. कहाँ से बजाया? From that 90% of the energy of which the child was not even aware. Let me give you your example. Suppose there is a test announced in class. You prepare yourself well and you appear for the test. You come out and you tell your friends. लगता है 65% मिल जाएगा. 1 week later the results come out. You get 85%. What do you say? अरे मालूम नहीं मेरे को, मैं इतना इंटेलिजेंट था. Yes or no? वाकई तुम हो, इसलिए 85% मिला है. टीचर ने चैरिटी में नहीं दिया था, आपने गुलाब दिया था इसलिए. या चोरी से नहीं मिला है, या भूल से नहीं मिला है, आपने मेहनत की थी. You are intelligent, that is why you got 85. But when such things happen, no, we say to ourselves, जादू हो गया. Yes or no? भगवान ने कर दिया. Yes or no? And both answers are right, but not absolutely. जादू हो गया. कौन सा जादू? This person is able to do many jadus which he is not even aware of that he can do. And that happens from that 95% of the potential of which we are not aware. भगवान ने कर दिया. कौन से भगवान ने? वो जो टीवी पर बताते हैं ना, स्वर्ग नाम की जगह पर बड़ी गादी पे बैठे हैं, 10 सोल्जर ये बाजू है, 10 से, उस भगवान ने किया. कौन से भगवान ने किया? The God that is existent in every living cell of our body. In other words, what I mean to say is, ये अपने आप नहीं हुआ, ये मैंने किया. And when I say that I have done it myself, then I have all the right to say that now I know that I can do it. The punchline of confidence, when your entire being tells you you can do it. On what basis can you say it? I don't know. There is no rational to it because it is a feeling and it has no logic. You ask a person with full confidence, from where do you get your confidence? The simplest answer that that person very humbly can give you is, I don't know. And we don't become small by saying that. We express our reality because it comes from that 90% of our resource of which we are not even aware. To end today, I will mention just 4 things. Forget everything that I have said in the last 1.5 years. You may not remember. Take home from here just 4 things and it will be enough. First thing, you are not just one more kind of animal. You are a divine being with scientifically proved unlimited potential. 2, you are not old, whether it is 18 years, 19 years, or 20 years. You are brand new right here, right now. Start your life from today because today is the first day of the rest of your life. Yes or no? Third thing, you are unique. There is nobody like you because there is nobody who can do everything that you can do, and everybody cannot do what you can do. Mark these two statements. I repeat, everybody cannot do what you can do, and nobody can do everything that you can do. Fourth thing is, we are 100%, which means we are 10 times more than what we think we are. And so we can do 10 times more things that we thought ever that we can do. All the best. I've completed.
Thank you so much, sir, for explaining the true meaning of confidence, factor that affects the confidence, and way to get it. Really, we are really grateful for giving time to us for explaining such things, and I really like your confidence that you have within this particular session. Thank you so much, sir.
Let's take a moment for someone who didn't just take the stage, they owned it. With that laughing and confidence that filled the room, not with just the memories but with experience. Thank you so much, sir. And now, with that, we come to end this enlightening session. So I kindly invite our respected head of department, Dr. Ayan Trivedi, sir, for a few concluding words.
Good afternoon to all of you. I hope you have enjoyed every session. But for today, I must have to say that today's last lecture was young lecture, right? At the age of 70, after taking 192 long sessions, trainings, and actually he is an expert of the field. Today he has narrated what confidence is, right? But he is well experienced, and really we want that sir should be connected with our organizations and network in form of you. You will be studying for years to this institute, and we want that persons or personality like sir will be well connected with you and us. Right? That is my expectation from the expert. So kindly allow us to join with you, sir, because it's only mean available by which we can make a brand VGEC, right? Today we are finishing our induction program. So I would like to tell you, whatever you have conveyed to you, whatever experts has delivered to you, you should use it to create the brand VGEC because your brand will be different and you will be number one in the world. Thank you very much. One small announcement I would like to make. 3:45 Uh, there will be no session. We will be sit together and closing ceremony will be there. So please be with us for a 1 hour, right? It's a closing ceremony. So we would like to take your feedback that how program was, how you have felt. Is there any improvement in your inner side or eternal side or not? Let us discuss it. So please be with us. We'll be carrying out as a closing ceremony for 1 hour. Thank you very much.
You just told about confidence, but sometimes it happens that when I speak to someone very confidently that I will do it, then someone replied me that this is, however, it may be my work that doesn't seems to them, but I know that my work is in progress. That's why I know that I can do it. But they replied me that it is not your confidence; it may be your overconfidence. So this at that point I get confused that whether it is my confidence or overconfidence or no confidence. So how to deal with this?
Did, did everybody hear that question? Okay, I'll divide it into two parts. And I think this is relevant for every single one of us here in this hall. The first part is when I say that I have confidence and the other person refuses to believe. My first lesson is if I can experience confidence within me, I don't need to tell it to anybody. because this person doesn't need to prove anything to anybody. This person is so full with the confidence, like Abdul Kalam hairstyle का भी मालूम नहीं है. A person with tremendous amount of confidence is aware of the potential that he or she carries within. There is no need to tell. And if you ever happen to tell, don't expect support. The other person's reply of believing or not believing in you is irrelevant. It doesn't disturb your confidence if it is there. The second part of it is the overconfidence part. I have been asked this question several times. Overconfidence has got nothing to do with confidence. Overconfidence, you can see it yourself as proof when you need to prove yourself to others. देखो मैं ये कर सकता हूँ, देखो मैं ये कर सकता हूँ. That is overconfidence because there are always limitations. A person who is overconfident is bound to fail. So if you catch yourself having this need to prove yourself to others, question yourself. Do you have confidence? Develop that on the basis of your own skills and potential to reach an extent where your performance will act as a proof. You won't have to say it. You won't have to tell it. You won't need to prove it. Your performance will prove it. आपका काम पूरा हो जाएगा उतने दिन में, तब सामने वाले को पता चलेगा नहीं इसमें कुछ था, वो कॉन्फिडेंस था. डोंट वेट फॉर अ फीडबैक टू सपोर्ट यू. हाँ 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 है तुम्हारे पास. Generate within you. Any other question I would like to take? If no other question, I want to mention one thing. I am going to send a synopsis of this 1.5 hour lecture points, which once you read, you will know. At the end, here are my contact details. If you have any question to ask now or after 4 years, treasure this mobile number of mine and the email. Mobile, please don't call because I don't receive calls from unknown numbers. Send a WhatsApp message, introduce yourself as a student of Vishwakarma Government Engineering College, and I will go ahead with it. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.